In this lecture, we will create the HTML5 markup of this project. For that, we need to create the file. I am naming it index.html. You can name it whatever you desire. So I'm using an Emmet plugin here. If you are using VS Code, then it is pre-built and pre-installed in it. If you are using some other editor, you need to install Emmet plugin. So what it does, it actually fasten your speed of writing the HTML. For this project, we need Open Sans, which is a Google font family, and the next thing is the Font Awesome. We are using Font Awesome for an icon of the tick mark for these one, and then I'm adding this link to the external file CSS, and then inside CSS folder we have a style.css file. Now we need to analyze and write the HTML part of this pricing section. We have a container here. We need to add a class of container, and then inside a container we have three boxes which are similar to each other. So I will create the one and then clone for these two. So we have a pricing here. So the first thing is to create the container, and then next thing is to add the pricing. So there will be three pricing actually. Pricing, we will come back to these two later on, but first let me structure the first one. I'm about to divide these into three parts. The first part will be header, and the second one will be body, and the third one I will say it footer. Pricing, header, okay, pricing, body, and then pricing, footer. Coming back to pricing header, we have signal and the main heading here. Signal and main heading. So in signal, if you can see, we have three signals side by side. We can call them signal low, signal medium, and signal high. Span signal low, and then we have signal medium, signal high. After the signal, we have a main heading inside our header. I'm calling it s2.main heading and basic. I think that's enough for this pricing header. Now we will move towards body section, in which we have first circle, and inside circle we have subheading, which is free. After that we will have features and their items. So we have circle, and inside the circle we have subheading, which is free, features, and inside features we have the list of features. Feature inside a single structure of a feature, we have this check mark and the title. The class for the check mark is FAS, FA, and then check. As I said before, we are using Font Awesome for these icons. As I have already put the icon here, all we need is to add the text feature, text 100 GB storage. All I need is now is to copy and paste the structure, and then replace the content up to 10 projects. So we have covered the body because we only needed the circle and the features. We have left here is the footer. In footer we have a button. so I'm calling it inside here btn. Here I need to add the select, and that's all we need to make the basic structure of a single pricing. And for the next one, I'm about to copy and paste the existing one, and we will use the same structure for these two. From the next lecture, we will start to write the CSS of this project. I will see you in the next one.